Yes. Make sure you log on to doggydiamondstv.com after the stream. After the stream, make sure you log on to doggydiamondstv.com. On there, you might have seen before when you logged on all the videos that you might have missed. That's why you should log on again. Also, you can get in contact with me. Social media is on there. The store is on there, the shop. Just make sure you log on to doggydiamondstv.com, okay? Yes, and have you heard about my $100 promo deal? If you didn't, let me give you some details really quick. First and foremost, the promotion will be done on Doggy Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the threads, the Facebook, and the Twitter accounts. I can promote whatever you need, but as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. And listen, man, Coach Kandaka is now accepting clients. And who is this for? This is for artists, podcasters, business owners, content creators. And the services include social media growth, brand clarity, organic supporter building, rollout strategy, product management, and monetization strategy. Just DM at Coach Kandaka on Instagram to book your session. And this is for serious inquiries only. Let's go. Yes, I'm here. Don't forget.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Yes, I'm here. CEO Falcone, I see you. Trap Buddha's in the building. Musa Muhammad is in the building. EC is in that green. That means they are a monthly supporter. Jay Wu, I see you. New Haven, Connecticut is in the building. City Boy Floyd is here. What's going on? Disrupting Reality NYC is in the building. They in that green too, so they a member of the channel. Reggie T, I see you. Neltron 8000, what's up? Yes, I'm here. Don't forget.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
I am here. Thank you. Yes, Joan Young, I'm here almost every night. You gotta tune in. Make sure you got the bell notification is on, but I'm glad that you're here. Kathy Rose, how you doing? I'm great. I can't complain. Ain't nobody listening anyway. I'm here. Don't forget.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
Hopefully everybody is doing good. We gotta have some real talk tonight though. TH from the Gas House, what's up? Yes, make sure you hit that like button. OG Quincy Jones, what's up? I need them likes to go up. I need them likes up. Shannon Hurd, what's going on? Nicole G, how you doing? I need them likes. Hit that like. Please, I need them likes to go up. I need what I'm about to say tonight to go out. This is serious. Iceberg, what's up? Yes, the Cash App is available as well as the Super Chat. I appreciate anybody who sent any Cash Apps. Appreciate anybody who sent any Super Chats. I appreciate you. Sandra, how you doing? Rob C, what's up? Rick Gatlin is in the building. No Face 78 is in the building. Make sure you hit the like though. Trap Buddha, gotta hit that like though. Check this out.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
BX Alejandro, what's up? Yes. Augusta, Georgia's in the building. Corey Washington. Yes. Oh, I'm working on the album. That's why I'm playing a lot of music for y'all. New music too. I'm here. Why ain't hit my barber too? I should hit my barber, let him know I was coming in the morning. Happy Halloween to those who celebrate that with their children. I don't knock it. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I know some people want to be spoiled sports and take things from children that they had. We can talk about that another time, though. Yes. Patricia, how you doing? Glad you joining me tonight. It's Friday. Hopefully you checked all the children's candy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all checked all the children's candy. and everything is all good. So what's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. Kevo gotta go. God gotta glow. What's up? So yeah, I just wanted to kick it with y'all really quick tonight because we have lighthearted shows. We talk about rap, we talk about stuff, but sometimes we gotta talk about stuff that affects us in real time and is gonna affect all of us. This snap thing. It's really bad news. The fact that 41 million people might lose their SNAP benefits, and some people think it's funny. Some people making memes. Some people making jokes. I, for one, I made a meme as well too. But then when I really, really thought about it, I was like, nah, it's kind of not funny because a lot of people about to be hungry. And then misinformation travels so fast that you have some people saying, yo, run and go spend all your money because your money might not be available November 1st. First and foremost, many people don't watch the news. They don't watch certain news. And many news outlets are biased depending on where they stand on the political landscape. So you will have some news that's biased towards the Democrats. You have some news that's biased towards the Republican. Us from our community, most of the news that we watch will be biased towards the Republicans. So many people start be watching stuff like MSNBC and certain, and I don't watch none of it, so it don't matter. I skim through stuff, I read stuff, but these are the days that I prepared for, that if you really was around and you've been reading for the last 30 years, for the last 35 years, me being my age, I already knew that some of these days was gonna come where it was gonna be time where food stamps and housing, a lot of stuff wasn't gonna be available. I read up on all of this. So that's why I move the way I move. That's why I'm very frugal in how I move, and I do things out of necessity, not out of wanting to front on the internet. Anybody could floss on the internet. Anybody could do things on the internet, live outside of their means to get likes and claps and applause from people who don't love you, who don't care about you. But nothing is worse than people not being able to damn eat, right? And I myself don't get SNAP benefits. I don't got EBT. I don't get SNAP benefits. But I don't knock people who do because some people really, really need it. And I find that people are being very, very harsh towards the people who might need it because for some reason they think they can act high and mighty and pretentious like you don't come from that. 050 the movement is in the building. So, Buster, look at it like this, right? If it really get dark as far as people not being able to eat, what you think they gonna do to people who got the damn food? So that's why I'm saying it's gonna affect all of us. If some people can't eat and they don't got no food, what you think they gonna do to the people who got food? We seen this in movies. We heard some of us read this in books. We seen where some people really count on that SNAP to eat. Now, I'm not gonna police whether people are going out there using their SNAP benefits to buy hot food or what. I'm not going to police that because the educational system as far as nutrition has not been kind to us. People really eat oodles and noodles still. People really eat cans of ravioli. People still eat things that they know is going to be harmful to them. Things with high fructose corn syrup, things with all types of dyes and sugars and all that. People still do that. But that's because they're uneducated, and we live in a time where it's not cool to be a black man and woman and be educated, mainly because you get called a know-it-all. And where we come from and how we came up, passed down from PTSD, post-traumatic slave syndrome, you couldn't be black and be a know-it-all. You couldn't be black and be intelligent because if you was a know-it-all, what happened to you? You got downed. So when we look at each other and we say, yo, he think he know everything. He think he's smart. He think he all wise. He think he's this. So you judge a man by what he know and how he apply himself, not what he talk. Everybody got a mouth. Everybody could talk, unless you autistic and nonverbal, but everybody could talk. But you're supposed to judge men and women by what they say and how they use the application of their words to better themselves. That's why I don't listen to nobody, because people always say, yo, you need to. All right, so if this is what I need to do, why don't you do it? Why don't you implement what you're trying to tell me to do? Why don't you do it for self? So I'm not open to suggestion or advice, because I know what I'm willing to do, what I'm going to do. And some people get flustered and get mad when they can't control people. So I believe people are going to get information when they're ready to receive it. So as I go through the supermarkets and I see people with boxes of oodles and noodles and all these juices and all that, sometimes I want to say to them, damn, that's why your babies is hyperactive. You know, they don't really got ADHD. They don't really have all these problems. It's the food you're feeding them. You know, it got all of this ingredients, and look how small his body is. And sometimes I've showed y'all, I broke down calories before and sodium in servings. I've done that before, you know, but a lot of times that information is not received, you know, because where we at in our society, only sensationalized information is received now. We want to look at the worst of everybody. The worst of everybody is what's received. If somebody get on and tell you about good news or great news that happened in their life, people will resent them and say, nigga fronting, nigga think he all that, nigga got this and that. So you can't even share good news anymore. Nobody wants good news. We want to wake up every day and see what's the worst of everybody. Oh, word, they this, they that. So what's worse than people not being able to eat? And if you're not a person who's going to be affected by the SNAP benefits being cut off tomorrow, what you think they're going to want to do to you? Or the human person in you, the person that's giving, that's loving, that's empathetic, the person that has to sometimes think for the dumbass people who don't know any better. You got a pantry full of food. You have this. Miss Mayor, I appreciate you for sending that super chat, setting that off. You're the person who got. Because some of us have an abundance. That's why I pay it forward. You know, I get, I give, right? So what about the people who, you know, just might have fell on hard times or just had a rough life that, you know, they mean well, they want to do well, but sometimes it just doesn't always work out for them. So if somebody come to me and they hungry and they need food or whatever the case may be, I'm going to look out. I look out for the homeless. I promise you. Anywhere I go and I see somebody hungry and they say they need some food, hey, man, what is $5, $6 given to somebody? You know, make sure they had a meal. Everybody deserves to have a meal. The flip side to this is that people also have to start swallowing their pride. Stop living outside your means. Stop wanting to impress people who do not care about you. Stop wanting to impress people who don't love you. This thing that we on will trick you out of your own position, because you'll start believing that you're something that you're not. You'll start believing that you got money, that you could splurge, that you could do this, you could take these trips, you could buy these clothes, you could buy these jewelry, you could do all that, and you're not taking care of home, and you damn sure ain't taking care of self. Because what good is jewelry, clothes, cars, and all that if your damn heart is falling out your body because your nutrition is bad, you eat bad, you poison yourself with all types of intoxicants, with drugs, with liquor, all types of salacious, nasty sex with different partners. What good is any of that? You're not even going to be around to enjoy your fruits of your labor if you're a hard worker. That's why I'm disciplined the way I am. I'm a hard worker. I want to be able to enjoy this thing that I work hard for, how I so choose to enjoy it. But me being an empathetic person and I see people and they need food, I'd be like, yo, I got you. I got you. But we at a time right now where there really is no proper education, because we looking at jackasses who profess to be the people who's trying to show you, profess to be the people who's trying to look out for you, but all they do is talk. They talk, but then when you when you look at their life and you look at their ways and actions, you're like, man, I don't want to be like you. I don't even the shit you on, I don't even resonate with me. We know better than a lot of stuff. We got to grow up overnight. We got to grow up. And it's a lot of grown-ass little boys and grown-ass little girls. And y'all letting these people at the top trick you. And you know better because grandma, auntie, your mother, your father, grandpa, uncles taught you better. And you letting society raise you and your children. You letting society show you other than what you already know. You know better. You know better. More than half of people don't even know how to cook. I know dudes who do not know how to cook. You don't know how to cook? Food is important. Shelter is important. Clothes is clothes. So when they say food, clothing, and shelter, we got to be a little careful with clothes because clothes don't always mean it got to be designer. It just has to be clean, smelling clean, and looking decent. But in a lot of instances, we think dudes are worried about clothes and be hungry. Won't even have a place to stay, but got mad clothes. Somehow, some way, the priorities got messed up, and you let the people dictate what you should be doing in your household and how you should be presenting yourself, and you know better. You know better. You know damn well your babies ain't supposed to be eating no damn fast food every day. You know better. Look what it did to you. Look what it almost did to you. Now, you remember when you was little and Fat Ma lived in the room and she had a home attendant and her sugar was bad and her pressure is bad. How you think she got like that? See, she might have been like that out of necessity, just trying to survive. But then when she passed it to you, and everybody know every goddamn thing, so if we know better, why we don't do better? Just a bunch of dumbass people walking around like zombies trying to impress people who don't care about them. Do you know how moronic it is to try to impress somebody who you've never been in a room with? You've never saw them in person, and you're trying to impress them. Living outside of your means, making big mistakes, doing things that you have no business doing. Instead of you getting your SNAP benefits, you going and cashing them in and doing all types of stuff that you know you have no business doing, man. That's called public assistance, not public job. So as we come out of this, which we would come out of it, sometimes people do need to get taught a lesson. Sometimes you need to lose everything to know what you had. Sometimes you need to lose. Sometimes you need to lose your benefits. Sometimes you need to lose because we live in a day and age where we're very ungrateful and we take everything for granted. Everything, none of this shit is a given, man. Somebody being able to pick up the phone and call you is not a given. So when people don't call you or they treat you like you expendable, like you don't need nothing, revoke them privileges. When people treat you like you a second, you don't really mean nothing, revoke it. Okay, I don't mean nothing. I'm going to be over here. So now when you call me and you need me, I'm not available. Because when I was available, it didn't really mean anything to you. Revoke people. Stop letting people play with you. Because with people playing with their life, what you think they're going to do with yours? How you think they're going to carry you? And then learn to discipline yourself for how you eat. You don't need 5 pieces of chicken. 2 should be suffice. We overindulge with everything because we think that gives us abundance over somebody else. So we'll buy 5 pieces, knowing that your body only needs 2, maybe even 1, right? So what you do, the first thing you want to do is you want to document it to show the so-called have-nots what you got. Nobody gives a fuck, really. I'm just being real with y'all. Nobody give a fuck about your clothes, your jewelry, your cars. Nobody cares about none of that. And if you're not doing things for motivational purposes, what are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? Because we all have to remember our humble beginnings. We all have to remember that we started at zero. Every last one of us. I don't know nobody from our community that started up. I know everybody started behind the damn 8 ball and was trying to figure it out. I know everybody was trying to figure it out. And even when people act like they got it figured out, guess what? They don't have it figured out, because we all could profess who we want to be to the public, but who are you really? Many of us have a lot of childhood trauma, things that happen to us in our life. So it's easy to profess that, yeah, I'm living this, I'm this, that, and the third. No, you trying to make up for insecurity with ego. You could tell a weak ass nigga when you see him. You just tell a weak, no, look at this weak nigga. Yeah, I got to get my hair cut. You know, I stay sharp. That's personal. I would sacrifice my haircut to see somebody homeless or see somebody out there and give them some bread to eat. You know why? Because I'm going to get mine. I've been figuring it out since I was a baby. And people really laughing that people might be losing their benefits. And reason why this is important, and it's going to affect all of us, because we really were made to believe that us, Black people, are the ones that get all the benefits. We were made to believe that it's really us that get all the benefits. But if you were able to really, really do some research, you would see their ass is affected by that too. Just start doing a little bit more research. Facebook is not a research place. Facebook is a good place to start, to give you the spark, to give you the information, but you got to do deep dives. Y'all got to start doing more deep dives and doing your due diligence, and stop scrolling all day looking for shit that you don't even care about, because you don't even like none of the shit you see. When your people doing something good, you don't even like it. You're just trying to figure out how you could take them out. Oh, he got a car? I got to get a car now. Oh shit, he was standing with such and such. I got to get next to them. Oh, look at this nigga wife ass. I gotta hit it. But you're scrolling for things that you don't even like. You don't even find things in your niche that you like. If you cook, why you not looking at cooking stuff all day? If you're a carpenter, why you not looking at carpenter? Y'all dudes do music and none of y'all in the studio. None of y'all in the studio. You just on another man's page, dick riding, putting fire emojis when you feel like it. Nobody in the studio, nobody's working, everybody just looking, lurking, looking in your stories. Then when you see them, yo, I seen that you had posted. Come on, man, get away from me. Get away from me. My life ain't no social media. It's just a part of my life. That's how I earn my bread. But I earn my bread from there. I'm not on there just lurking and posting. I really earn mine from this. That's why I take it so serious, because it's my life. It's not my whole life, but that's how I earn mine. Some people on there trying to compete with you, take you out, and they don't even earn money from shit. Some people think they're in competition with you and don't even do what you do. My man, if you sweep floors, fuck is you trying to tell me what to do? I don't come to your job and say, yo, man, you missed a spot over there. Or, damn, you sure you want to use Pine Sol? Oh, shit. Yo, in Target, they using this. Yo, I just do me. I just do me. God Family USA, I appreciate you for setting off that super chat second. You said, believe it or not, Trump is actually trying to help Americans by showing them that if they feed you, they can starve you. And I'm proud of the country my ancestors built. Make America great again. I mean, that's a perspective too. That's a good perspective, and I don't want y'all to think that I'm the way, or because that's why I do call-in shows, because y'all perspective mean a lot. But again, we got to get off this dependency. First of all, we got to get off the chemical dependency, and everything become chemical. The shit you eat is chemicals, right? The intoxicants, the weed, the sex, all of that is chemical. The damn wanting validation and the like is chemical. I know people who judge people by they didn't like they post to share they post. So they don't talk no more. They don't fuck with them. But you ain't share my shit last time, so I ain't sharing yours. Yo, I actually make money from the internet. This has been my life for the last 19 years. This is how I make my bread. Why would you try to stop me from eating? Because I didn't like something of yours. I didn't like you sitting there like this, thinking you was in GQ, or you thought you was cute. So you say, yo, you know what? I ain't fucking with him. It's just we're just in a weird time, and it's gonna get weirder. First of all, this is the season. So if you know anything about that on a different level, this is a season. This season right here is spooky for a reason. It's spooky for a reason. But you could laugh at people who gonna lose their benefits. I remember being a little kid and going to the store with that booklet of food stamps and being ashamed. And what I didn't even know is that homeboy right there, or the girl that was 11, or the girl that was 7 years old, they was on food stamps too, but I didn't know that. I was ashamed. I thought it was just me. I didn't know they had a booklet too. You'd be surprised when you go in the store who swiped that EBT card. They be online fronting. They be online with jewelry. They be online showing their cars, how they live. They got EBT cards too. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody shame you. The problem is that we don't stick together and we don't do no community economics. You know, sometimes I say to people, yo, I pay it forward. So I have a platform that if people even hit the like button, then I would be able to say, yo, look, I want to employ some of y'all. I want to be able to do this, but I can't do this. And then other people who don't even give y'all shit, that's the people y'all love the most. They got millions of subscribers, but they've never, ever implemented anything for you. They don't even talk like this. It's all sensationalized bullshit because they know you're going to eat and you're going to consume your own demise. You're going to consume your own demise, and they know that, and they've been playing in your face, and they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep giving you everything dysfunctional, and you're going to be the one. You're going to be the one that adds to your own dysfunction and then complain. Somebody could put a clean glass of water in front of you and a dirty glass. You know what you'll do? You'll drink the dirty one. You know why? Because you say, nigga probably drank off the clean one. So I'm going to drink the dirty one. I ain't drinking behind no niggas. You drink dirty water. Because he ain't going to drink the dirty one. So I'm going to drink the dirty one because I ain't drink. See, they taught you when you look at somebody else who look like you hate yourself so much that you could look at them and hate you because you see you. You don't know how to give it up. You don't know how to say, yo, good job. You don't know how to say, yo, damn, bro, that hat is fire. You don't know how to look at somebody and say, yo, damn, you did your thing. Congratulations on your promotion. You don't know how to do that. The first thing you say, nigga got a promotion? Oh, he gonna be getting more bread than me. I gotta take him out. Yo, you're not in the same field. He's a stockbroker. You're a wannabe rapper. We all in a race for what? There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There isn't. You didn't see nobody that got to the end of the rainbow that got a pot of gold. They gonna die. They gonna go through hard times. They gonna go through divorce, breakup, everything. They cry, all that. But some reason, y'all believe that is a Wizard of Oz. So now, they're able to trick you to where you forgot that you was on food stamps. You forgot you had roaches. You see a roach, oh, nigga got roaches. You forgot that you had mice. You forgetting that your uncle might really be your father. You forgot you might have got tampered with when you was little. You forgetting. You gotta really, really Tap back into what's real. This shit ain't real. And then the sad part, y'all listen to jackasses and think you're getting information because all somebody got to do is say one thing. And you're like, that was deep. Oh, I watched them. Oh, I mess with him. How many of them done disappointed you so far? People you were following for your information instead of letting them be the start of your information, the spark. Oh, yo, you said this. Let me go look that up. Niggas don't know how to do shit but rap. And women don't know how to do shit but try to attract dudes to complain about them. So if nobody, let's just think about this, right? If nobody trusts nobody, and if all women ain't shit and all niggas ain't shit, then who was the good people? Nobody trusts nobody. Everybody YOLO, you can't trust nobody. If nobody trusts nobody, and all the women ain't shit, and all the dudes ain't shit, then what does that say about our society and our future and the children? Because the babies is the best part. Man, you a piece of shit. You are part of the demise of the babies because they learning from you. Let's really think about that. Everybody, oh, you can't trust nobody. Can't trust. No, you can't trust you. Look what you do to you. I'm telling you, I really, really watch how people carry themselves to themselves. And if you don't care about you, how could you care about me? You don't care about you. You don't care about you. You don't love you. You love somebody outside of yourself? So when you get up in the morning and brush your teeth, which I hope you do you see your face or you see mine? No, you see yours. And you willing to abuse yourself to make shit right with me? Don't believe you. Don't believe you. Don't believe you. This snap thing is going to affect a lot of people. And many people are not ready for what's to come. Everybody think they ready. Everybody love the spooky. Everybody love that shit. But what are you doing? Some of y'all fucking niggas can't even do 50 push-ups and you run your mouth all day. And you can't even do 50 straight push-ups. And you always running your mouth. Can't even do 50 push-ups. And you a fucking man. Some of you dudes is like 140 pounds and always running your mouth. So if your babies was in a fire, you can't even carry your family out. But all you do is talk online, go under people's comments, talking about this and Frank standing people and all this shit. And you can't even do 50 push-ups. You can't even do 50 push-ups. The fuck up. Niggas is frail and decrepit, teeth falling out, looking premature, or hair falling out. You 20, shut up. That's why I be going hard. Man, shut up, man. You're not even no man. You might as well wear a bra and panties and sit around the crib and a moo-moo on. Always under somebody's comments talking shit, and you can't do 50 push-ups. We was little boys, we learned how to do push-ups. We was little boys, we was lifting weights. We was doing all that. Boxing gloves and all that. You can't cook, you can't survive. Don't you know there comes a point where there is no Chinese food for you to eat? There is no Crown Chicken. There is no KFC. There is no McDonald's. You're going to have to go in there and hit them pots. Don't you know that? You a certain age and you don't know how to cook and you got children? Man or woman? Man or woman. And you see people online running their fucking mouth all day, trying to make you believe that they live a certain way. And you believe it too. You believe it too. Women to be online talk about how good they pussy is and they can't even keep a man. Your pussy so good, nobody don't even want it. You such a good dude, you can't even keep a female. You learn this shit like that in home economics. But but quick to say that's the white man education. So what education you gonna take? Because you didn't want to listen to your parents. You didn't want to listen to your caregivers. Your education is from the internet. People who don't cook, clean, know how to wash their ass. Dudes is out in the street musty. Patricia, I appreciate you for the super chat. People out in the street stinking with cologne on. And that's who you listen to. I know some of them that get food stamps. I know some of them, and they got you fooled into laughing at people, and they laughing too. But not knowing they get them too. They gonna be affected too. But they profess to be rich. They profess to have it. And you being a damn fool, thinking you competing, and you might be living better than them. I told y'all this before. Did you ever in your life think it would be a time that you would be living better than Diddy? I bet you Diddy will trade places with you. I bet you Diddy will take your Dodge Charger right now, a project apartment. I bet you he'll take that. But look how we allowed him to do so much wild, deviant shit. We thought it was cool. I bet you he'll trade places with you right now. So is your life really that bad? I bet you he'll trade places with you right now. So the month of November, we got Thanksgiving, which we call it friends and family. And I'm a person who first of all, I don't march to the beat of nobody drum. Nobody can tell me shit. Because people say, oh, we don't celebrate the pagan holidays and all of this. You say what you want. If it's a day off and my family gonna be in one place, I'm going. You know why? Because I'm a person who suffered a lot of losses in my family. Those seats are now empty because many people have returned to the essence and are deceased now. So the family that I got, if they're gonna be in one place, I'm going. I'm not gonna be militant and dumb like I was when I was younger. I don't celebrate these pagan holidays. And this is just that. No, my family gonna be there. I need to see my family because them seats that was once filled are now empty. So the family that I got, I'm gonna enjoy them. And I don't care what nobody on the internet tell me about me and mine. And we're going to pull our resources together, make sure everybody could eat and everybody could be merry and be around each other and just enjoy us while we're here. Because my life does not live on Instagram. It does not live on Facebook. It does not live on X or TikTok. My life is outside of this. When this camera go off, I'm going to be with my family. So I'm going to congregate with many of my family members and say, yo, what y'all doing? Are we going to do this? We going here. My grandmother, 88 years old. She about to be 89 in a few weeks. We don't know how long we got her. You mean to tell me I'm supposed to be sitting there with an attitude talking about this is this and what Christopher Columbus did and all that shit, and I got an 89-year-old grandmother who might not be here any day? Fuck you. You can't tell me nothing. If she say she want Thanksgiving and she want all her grandsons and great-great-grands there, we going. You can't tell me nothing. I don't listen to niggas. I don't. So a lot of these people who you think is deep and who be dropping it, I be like, man, I don't listen to niggas, man. What that nigga ever did? What did he ever build? What he ever did? Grandmother, 89, you're about to be 89, her birthday. Thanksgiving is like the next week. She gonna see me twice this month. I just went to see her last month. She gonna see me twice. Oh, you doing this and you do that. Listen. And some of y'all need to stop talking because you play games on the internet and dudes be mushing you and sunning you outside. Like, for real. People be mushing y'all and sunning a lot of y'all outside. Like, you get on the internet and play this persona, but if you was really, really like that, you wouldn't even play a certain way on the internet because it would just resonate. You know that playing certain things, the consequence of that. See, that's why I know a lot of y'all never really got blood put in your mouth and you never been in the field of this thing of game called life because there's always was a consequence for doing certain things. So the way y'all play on the internet and the shit y'all say to people, I'll be like, man, they not even serious. They're not serious. They're not serious. They're not serious. But see, This country got the money. They don't have to cut off nothing. See, they play games with each other, right? Because it's all a house of cards. But, I really can't get deep on here. They don't like me to get deep, But it's all a house of cards. So they playing with each other at our expense. We so goddamn stupid that we be thinking that we really matter in that grand scheme of things. They playing with each other. They know that their people is going to go hungry. They know they don't care about us. They know that their people is going to go hungry. They know that. It's all a house of cards. All of them are down together. All of them do inside trading. All of them is be a damn senator and be worth like 17 million. How you get $17 million? How are you worth $17 million and you a damn senator? It's all a house of cards. They play games. But we so damn dumb and gullible and don't do the knowledge enough. Sometimes you just gotta be, I keep telling y'all, listen and silent have the same letters and they're interchangeable. You cannot listen if you're not silent. And if you're not silent, you can't listen. And the only reason why I talk, because I'm from the ground up. I don't have nobody I could depend on. I don't have nobody I could depend on. That's not a good thing, but that's just been the reality of my life. I don't live off no woman. Everything that I got, everything I own is in my name. It's in my name for my insurance. Everything where I live, everything is in my name. My credit, everything is in my name. Stop taking advice from people who live off people because you might not have that luxury. You might be a ground up person like me. You might be a person who grew up in foster care, grew up around different family members, was abused. Stop taking advice from people who live off people because you would be surprised who live off somebody else. I don't live off nobody. If I don't get it, I don't eat. If I can't feed me, I'm going to starve. So when I get it, y'all give it to me. Y'all might give me donations. Y'all might give me cash apps. I say, damn, I just got this amount of cash apps. Okay, I need to do this and the third. Who could I help? Helping doesn't mean posting your mixtape or listening to your rap shit. See, y'all caught up in the rap world. And you got people who really, really will get on the internet and tell you they making money off streaming. I make this off of streaming. You're a fucking liar. If Snoop Dogg said he couldn't figure it out, if Scarface said he couldn't figure it out and can't figure it out, why do your bum lying ass try to make the people see everything is about deception? That's why people don't like me. I'm not into deception because if I lie to you, who's the first person I lied to? Me. I'm not lying to me to impress you. The only time people lie is to impress somebody or lie to get out of a situation. I'm not in no situation to lie in, and I ain't trying to impress nobody. Because if I was trying to impress somebody, I could go crazy and live outside my means and do stuff and do this to be impressed. For what? I'm not lying to me to lie to you. That don't make no sense. A lot of people not out the mud. A lot of people can't identify with your struggle. And the ones that do will lie. All you artists out there, bust your ass, work hard. Nobody's giving you nothing. How are you competing? You think somebody's gonna use and pool their resources to help you defeat them? We don't know anything about camaraderie. We don't know anything about, looking out. People will buy 5 pieces of chicken and throw away 3 and won't say, damn, who want this? I ain't giving niggas my chicken. I ain't feeding nobody. Nobody fed me. So say the snap thing goes through. Because you follow somebody and they're an influencer because of their following, which can be bought, which can be boosted, which could be deceptive. Yo, you know what I just thought about? Look at everybody who's an influencer. What do they influence you to do? Look at everybody who's an influencer, who they call an influencer. What do they influence you to do? Act stupid, be a smut? Think about that. Everybody who's an influencer, what do they influence you to do? It ain't nothing for your benefit. It ain't nothing for your family. It ain't nothing that's gonna help you. You got dudes who want to give seminars on how to get money, but you gotta pay to learn something, and then you walk away, you didn't learn shit. But you paid to be there. And see, through boredom, through not knowing yourself, through not knowing your purpose and not following your lead of what you need to do, you'll watch somebody else. Think about this, right? You sit there and listen to people who smoke detector keep going off. You know how stupid you are? You listen to people for hours whose smoke detector keep going off. You're giving them super chats, you're giving them cash apps. This motherfucker don't care if his family burned down in a house. It's people who you've been watching for years who never changed their smoke detector. And you sitting there watching them. You giving them money. And they don't care if their family burned down in the crib. Because the damn smoke detector don't work. Because they're too lazy to change a battery. And you sitting there watching them. Beep. That don't drive you. Listen, if I do an interview with you, if I watch your content and your smoke detector is going off, I'm good. I know you don't care about you. You can't change the battery. You could burn up in this place. And I'm watching your dumb ass. You don't care about you. So what would make me think that you care about me? You don't care about you. Think about some people you've been watching for years. You could go to Dollar Tree and get a battery for $150, $150. Just change the battery. What's even worse, that might not even be a smoke detector. That might be a carbon monoxide detector, the silent killer. That could be the carbon monoxide detector. So you don't even see no smoke. You don't even smell nothing. You just go to sleep, lights out, forever. And you sitting there watching the moon. This nigga deep, he dropping jewels. I'm like, yo, the fucking nigga smoke detector going off. Fuck is you tell? That nigga don't care about him. Richmond had reasoning. You said, you right, bro, but what about the people that's watching them? I'm going to ask y'all a question, and I'm going to pose a question to y'all. There's no right or wrong answer. It's all perception, right? And it's all from what lens you see it from. James, dog, I appreciate you for sending in that super chat. Who's worse, the clown or the audience? See, that's the question that we don't pose a lot. That's what we don't really talk about. Who's worse, the clown or the audience? So a lot of times people will say, in my opinion, people will say, yo, it's the clown. You can't be a clown without an audience. They got rid of fucking Ronald McDonald. Ronald McDonald was gone because the clown didn't even resonate with the food no more. Who's worse, the clown or the... No, it's not the clown. It's the audience. Because if a person is sitting there being a clown and nobody's watching, he's looked at as a person that has mental illness. You see that on the subway. You see that every day. But if everybody is watching them, then the clown should be a clown because there's people who's looking at them. So he's actually performing for people. So we watch people do clown shit every day, and we think it's funny. He's stupid. He petty. Oh, yeah, because you know, that nigga's a Gemini. We blame everything on astrology. Fucking ill, dysfunctional ass behavior. The audience entertain the bullshit. The clown, who cares? It's what you entertain. If you went every day in Burger King and say, I hate this food, you think Burger King gonna close down because you hate it? How about you don't go to Burger King and you go frequent the place that you like and show them the love? Because we show love to what we hate and we neglect what we so-called love. So what do you really love? If you show love to what you hate and neglect what you so-called love, what do you really love? Think about that. You neglect what you love to express what you hate. What do you really love then? Because if the numbers reflect that the hate got more numbers than what you love, then what do you really love? We all guilty of it. People in here right now, everybody can say, yo, salute, salute. That's why I shout you out in the beginning of the show, because I want to let it be known. I see you and I appreciate you being here. Please just hit the like for me. That's all I ask you. I acknowledge everybody in the beginning of the show. That's why I do that. Because there's always going to be one bozo that come in, or maybe two or maybe three, depending on the night, depending on the topic, and we tend to zero in on the bozos. So for the people who've been showing us love, we ignore the people who showing us love. We ignore the people who show up night after night, who hit that like off the rip, who sending those super chats, who sending that. We'll ignore them. We'll go right to the bozo. We're all guilty of that because nobody wants to feel attacked. Nobody wants to feel misunderstood. But sometimes I have to say to myself, I don't know that nigga. Nigga don't know me, because if he knew that, he wouldn't say that to me. I have people who Frank stand me and block me. This how crazy motherfuckers is. I have people who would DM me and curse me out and then block me. They just wanted to. It was a dude who left a comment on YouTube the other day, and he was like, there, and before you block me, I want you to know, eat my. You could have been reading to your children. You could have been around a beautiful woman. You could have been getting centered. You could have been washing your fucking ass and brushing your yellow ass teeth. But you felt that you wanted to come on YouTube and talk to a perfect stranger and invite him to your privates. Think about that. That's why people I don't fuck with, I unfollow them. I remove them as a follower from me. I don't want to see you. I don't like your kind. I don't like what you about. I don't like what you into. It's all good. But one thing I ain't going to do is let nobody antagonize me. And I'm not going to always feel the need to comment on something negative that I see about a person because I don't even see it. Nah. I'm on social media. I like my whole timeline. I like all my people. That's why I follow you. Unless you're sitting there trying to be cute. I ain't fucking with no nigga who trying to be cute. But I mean, we just at a time right now where it's going to get rough for everybody. Everybody acting like they got it. They not hurting. Everybody hurting, man. Everybody not doing as good as they used to. So my thing is, boom, if you can't send them a super chat, just hit the like. Just leave a comment after the video. I'm okay with that. Just hit the share. Them shares is important. Because I ain't going to lie to you. I need my numbers up. I need my numbers to go up. And when my numbers go up and I have a certain thing, I could be able to say to you, yo, bro, I got you on this and I got you on that. Don't worry about it. You don't owe me for no promo because you one of the main people who always be looking out. So let me pay it forward. Let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. Because at the end of the day, this is what we got outlets for, right? This is what we got outlets. But y'all will give to people who not gonna give you shit. When I interviewed 10 Toes Down, you see what I said? I said, yo, a lot of us on YouTube haven't been getting along for whatever reason. The dopest thing we could do right now is get together and give out some turkeys to these people around I'm not saying he wasn't with it. He didn't say he wasn't with it. But I'm like, that's something we should be organizing. I don't got time to get up and make a fucking video about somebody that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that nigga. I beat that nigga. I always think like that. Like, I beat that nigga up. I'm a Brooklyn dude. We think we can whoop everybody ass. Even if we can't, I'm going to bite you. I'm going to do something. I don't have time for that. I'm too creative. I'm too busy creating. I got beats to make. I got an album. Yo, sky's the limit in what I could do. My limitations is only my brain and my execution. If I spend my time worried about you and what you doing, then what am I doing for me? I said, yo, we should get together. All of us. Just get together and just give out some food to the people. We all could put in like $1. Wasn't even $100. Let's go get us some turkeys. Just give them out. Anybody who knows me knows that when I'm out on the phone with them and I'm out and about, there's nothing like the smile. I'm telling you. The cure for depression, it's not medication, although some of y'all niggas need it. It's not therapy, although some of y'all niggas need it. The cure for depression is the laughter of a child. The innocence in the laughter of a child. Children will show you unconditional love. They don't know nothing about you. They just know that if you're a good person and they see you and they get around you, they will embrace you. That is the cure for depression. So if you going out and about and you see babies and you see somebody helpless sitting there, how could you not walk past and be like, hey, baby? When I'm out and about, children naturally just stare at me. Naturally. I promise you, they just look at me the whole time. The elderly, you know why? You was once a baby. You wish somebody was nice to you. You wish somebody, remember when you was little? People give you $2 and grandma keep it. But you remember that. Why y'all don't do that shit? You don't do that shit? Y'all see grandma struggling in the supermarket and you just keep it moving because you too busy trying to get to where you get to smoke your reefer. You walking around, you around people smelling like weed and liquor and all types of stupid shit that if you was young and uncle was like that, uncle was a drunk. So what do you think you are to the kids? What do you think you are? Then you always got these stupid ass analogies and these stupid reasons for your behavior. That ain't working. It ain't working. Doing something over and over, expecting change is called insanity. I could be in the store. I could be in Target, Walmart. I will go buy a kid a toy. Could they have a toy? I'm not no creep. I'm not none of that. And that's sad though, because we got to think, damn, being niceness is synonymous with being a creep. Hey, you take the money then. I'm out. Make sure that baby get a toy. Now remember when you were little. Remember when you didn't have. Remember when you got told you got food in the house. Remember that. Me, I'm good. I'm good. I ain't starving. I'm not hurting. All I could do is help. I'm always looking for somebody to help. Who could I help? And help is not sharing your mixtape. Help is not posting your video. Help is not none of that. Because I don't help people who don't help theyself. Real talk. If you a fucking rapper and you think you're gonna make it on rap and you too good to go get a job and go too good to do things to take care of your family, no, I'm not helping you. I ain't helping you. I don't believe in nobody rap dreams. Because it's a dream till you make it a reality. And the only way you're going to make it a reality is if you make it a reality, just like Matt made my reality a reality. I made my reality a reality, and I get up every day and work on myself, work on my craft. But the first thing I work on is myself, because all of this shit is secondary to me. That's why I don't go live every night. That's why I'm not slutting myself out on the internet all day. All of this is secondary to me, my needs, my wants, what I need to do. What I need to do, I need to keep this in order. Because without this, all of this goes. I'm not going to let this go trying to appease this and try to appease strangers and all of this. I don't do all of that. I don't do that. I be sitting down reading, watching documentaries, tutorials. Yo, I don't know how to, you know how hard I am on myself where I don't know how to, if I don't know how to do something, yo, I be stressed. Y'all don't know how to do that shit? How I don't know how to do that? Now I got to figure this out. This whole week, let me tell you how real it is. This whole week, I've not eaten one potato chip, one piece of popcorn, no snacks. From Sunday to now, no snacks, nothing. Eating my meals, drinking my fluids, that's it. Discipline, 100%. I had fun, I indulged. Nah, because I come first. Get back on your shit. You fall off, get back on. But if I'm looking at you and you don't care about you, like I said, how and what make me believe that you care about me and you don't care about you? I watch how people carry themselves. I watch how people show love to the people they say they love. I watch how people manipulate. I watch how people lie. I watch how people are conniving. I ain't gonna be next. Because my dumb ass was next. Because me, I ain't gonna front. Y'all think I'm mean. Y'all think I'm evil. You could think all that shit. I'm just a little stern with a lot of shit. But I led with my heart a lot of times. And a woman could break your heart. But your brother could break your heart. Somebody that you consider to be your brother could break your heart worse, because the woman you at least see coming because it's some type of intimate relationship. With your homie, your bro, it ain't no intimate relationship. That's all brotherhood. We back to back. Yo, us against the world. That nigga stick you. That's where we at now. For the little least thing. Nigga, you might have 5 and that nigga got 3. He need that too. That's where we at. This what this shit created. It's what all this shit created. This is what this society, this is what this social media, this is what our conversations created. Jealousy, hate, envy. And when a nigga jealous of you, when a nigga hates you, you gotta die. It ain't even no extreme. Niggas don't even want to fight you. Nah, I gotta catch him in a dark alley. I gotta line him up. I gotta let people know where he live. Why? That nigga drive a Benz. Fuck that. I should have a Benz. That nigga got money for shades. Fuck that, I should have shades. Why should you have shades? Because he got them. Not knowing what the fuck I sacrificed for all of this. Because I don't know nobody that sacrificed what I sacrificed. This ain't no fucking internet shit. My mother died when I was 2. Never whined, never complained about none of that. Never complained about money, never came on here. I got demonetized, was doing what I needed to do because I saved and I was very, very frugal. But I never complained about none of my circumstances. I'm just going to get to it. Whatever I got to do. I don't give a fuck if I got to go out there with that fucking same whip and drive Uber XL. I'll do it. You could talk about my views. You could talk about everything. But my thing is for me. It's not for you. I don't live for nobody. I don't try to appease nobody. You can't make me live vicariously through you. And you can't make me be ashamed of some shit that I'm not ashamed of. Surviving and doing what I got to do legally, I'll never be ashamed of that. Never be ashamed of that. I saw that nigga was driving a bus. What was you doing? What do you do? Oh, you gonna be a rapper, right? Oh, and you start your podcast, right? I see people that will go to people and think people are influenced and think that they know what they talking about when all these niggas who got a YouTube consulted with me. It's just facts. Nobody will consult with me. Nobody will say, yo, bro, I need to holler at you. Yo, how do you do this, do, and the third? Yo, I need to pay for a session. No, you'll go to somebody who been snaking all his fucking friends because he got 1 million subscribers. We ain't got to say no names. Snake everybody here around, but that's who you'll listen to. Richmond Ad Reasoning said, I'm starting a podcast since jobs are cutting hours. Is that a good move? Views down? Is it hard out here for podcasters now with everybody doing one? Everything is hard. Shit, if you got a damn construction company, you might not get no work. Everything is hard, but that grind, gotta grind. You gotta sometimes accept in life you got demoted. Yeah, I can't get that right now. I want to get this. That's why I don't front on y'all. I don't be like, yo, I bought this, I bought that. I didn't know people were supposed to do that. I didn't know I was supposed to show y'all everything I bought. I didn't know I was supposed to do all this. You know why? Because I'll bust a lot of niggas' ass. If it was about bragging and fronting, I'd have put niggas to shame 10, 15 years ago. Because a lot of these dudes who act like they came around me and I gave them the source to get it. But they ain't never going to tell you that. But if it's about that, I could turn this camera around and show y'all shit I ain't even open. But it's necessary for what I do in this field. I'm not going to go buy 17 hats and know that my fucking microphone ain't right. The other day I looked, my goddamn microphone phone was messed up. Amazon, I need a new microphone phone. My headphones got rips in them. I'm looking for new headphones. So I'm going to buy stuff within what I do. You ain't going to see me splurging and say, yeah, man, I just got these new Balenciagas. Fool. For a woman who wear Rainbow and Shein and Fashion Nova? Are you fucking stupid? And even for all you dudes who try to profess you got a lot of women and all that, if you're of a certain age, you ain't digest that shit yet. You're still a little boy thinking you getting validation from sleeping with women. You still on that shit? That's been some of your biggest problems in life. Is trying to court women and mess with women. Because you ain't doing it for me, nigga, because I don't care. So who you doing it for? Any nigga who do something to say, yeah, because we just did this. Cool. That's what's up. You like it? I like it for you. Like I said, nigga walk up to you, yeah, because, yo, I had paid this for this. Cool, this is an Apple Watch. Like, shit, I mean, I got an Apple Watch, I got a Samsung watch. This is for exercise. This ain't to show off. I like the pedometer on this Samsung watch more than I like the Apple Watch. That's just me. It's not the front. I'm a grown-ass man with responsibility. You know how my responsibility is? To me. Because I've been irresponsible. See, when you come from obesity, you come from not eating, you come from not having the proper food, clothing, and shelter, and adequate quality of life. Once you get it all and you realize, hold on, this is what I got to do, you're responsible for you. That's why I take care of me. You don't see me, I just got my hair cut. Y'all niggas is mooks, man. I'm telling you, any man who talk about an outfit is a mook. I don't care what nobody say. You a mook. I don't care nothing about that. Most of them fashion designers, most of them fashion people, they all mooks. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about that. You ain't gonna make me think that you are some status quo because you got on a certain hat, or I don't care about none of that. You care about that. But hopefully, and in doing my research, I want to just share something with y'all really, really quick. And hopefully we're not in a bad time. Hopefully it's a false alarm, and hopefully, you know. So this is from X, also known as Twitter. and it was updated an hour ago, and it said federal judges in Boston and Rhode Island ruled on Thursday that the Trump administration must use $6 billion in USDA contingency funds to provide partial SNAP benefits for November, preventing a full cutoff of 42 million recipients after the Department of Agriculture warned of halted payments. 32-day government shutdown triggered by a failed continuing resolution in September has led to the Republicans accusing of the Democrats accusations of Democrats filibustering in the Senate, and Democrats claim, yo, think about this, right? What the hell do filibustering mean? Just really think about that. So we're supposed to be reading this, and they accusing them and making accusations of them filibustering. Do the American people know what filibustering means? How often have you sat around somebody and be like, oh my nigga, you filibustering? You see the games they play even when you reading? You don't even know what the hell they talking about. So we supposed to understand this when they playing games with words. Has led to Republican accusations of Democratic filibustering in the Senate, and Democratic claims that House Republicans adjourned without bipartisan action. Another word, exacerbating impacts on federal workers, military pay, and food assistance as public frustration mounts ahead of Thanksgiving. Both parties and unions call for resolution while the White House appeals the rulings. Just think about this. You got bipartisan, exasperating, and all of these words. What the hell are you supposed to be? So the federal judge in Boston and Rhode Island can say what the president do? Think about this. And then you got Barack. More than 47 million Americans, including 1 in 5 children, don't have reliable, affordable access to nutritious food. And as the cost of living skyrockets, more families are dependent on SNAP benefits or food stamps to put food on the table. Well, what the hell that got to do with anything, Mr. Barack Obama? What did you say? Donald Trump says, our government lawyers do not think we have the legal authority to pay SNAP with certain monies we have available. Goodness gracious. This is just a mess. And then you got this. Hold on. I gotta come back on the screen really quick. You got people who are hungry, and then you got people who got like $60 billion that could feed all the people. Let's really think about that. Could saved all the people for eating for years. God Family First, I seen you. You said, what's the best step to take if you want to become a YouTuber? You can hit me up on @DoggieDiamonds on Instagram, and we could just sit down. I'll give you a step-by-step. Actually, I have something in the members channel as well of how to start your YouTube, which I have to update because they changed some stuff. But just think about it. Motherfucker be worth $60 billion. And motherfuckers be hungry. They could be having billions. And I don't like counting people money. You got $1 billion, $2 billion, fine. But what the fuck a nigga got $60 billion? What are you doing? What can you do with $60 billion? You ain't gonna be able to spend it in your lifetime. Just really think about that. And they actually sit in these think pieces and talk. Motherfucker, you got all the money. You got all the money. Anyway, let me go, man. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. Please hit the like button. Share this video. If anything resonated with you, just make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you hit the like. And I thank y'all for being here tonight. Because if you go through the YouTube stratosphere, it's probably other people live talking about bullshit. And people go and look at it. Like I said, people go and consume their own dysfunction. People will cut their own nose off despite their face.
Doggie Diamonds did this.